Pisces, how are we today? Just doing our weekly reading. This week we are looking at a bit of whatever wants to sort of come on out for you, those important messages, what you need to know. But I will be looking at love as well, just in a different kind of a way today. I am using a timing deck and then clarifying that with the Angel Answers deck. Please subscribe to the channel if you're not already. I do really appreciate that. Every single little bit really does help, being such a small non-monetized channel. So thank you so much. I am using, today we have the Oracle of the Shapeshifters, a lovely deck by Lucy Cavendish. The Lenormand deck I have is the Terra Lenormand. Okay, and like I said, for that love portion, we are using this timing deck, which is the Mystical Moon Oracle, as well as the Angel Answers Oracle. Okay, so seeing how that goes for us, but getting into it for you, Pisces. Pisces, what does Pisces need to know? What is going on for our Pisces? Oh, there's a word at the tip of my tongue. Pisces power, Pisces perfection. I'm not sure what it's not telling me the word, but it's like a PP kind of word. That might mean something to somebody there. Pisces, what's going on for Pisces? What does Pisces need to see, please? Pisces protection? Pisces princess? Miss Spiderweb. Okay, definitely a great one for you for Halloween. We got some interesting energy for you today, Pisces. Reconsider your alliances, making new connections. Okay, so you kind of the spider web, it's kind of like, oh, now I'm hearing something. This said the spider to the fly. It's like a nursery rhyme, but I don't know it. I've never heard that before. It's something about said the spider to the fly. Come with me, said the spider to the fly. I'm not sure what that is. It's like it feels like a nursery rhyme. It sounds like a nursery rhyme, but I don't know. I've not heard it, so I don't know the words. I'm sorry. If anyone knows, leave a comment and let me know what that nursery rhyme is. But yeah, this Miss Spiderweb energy. This web is the social constructions around you. So, and you're the spider sitting there in the middle. I kind of feel for some of you, it's you're this spider, feeling as though you've ensnared yourself in this social grouping, in some kind of way that you even though you're the spider, you're the one trapping, trapping the fly, so to speak. It feels as though you're actually the one who's a little bit trapped here, needing to reconsider your alliances and making new connections. So, casting your web out further, finding new friends, finding new places to lay your trap. That's a random energy I'm coming through. I'm just going to clarify that one before. No, because it is mixing with this second energy, okay? Because the second one we have is the snake princess. Okay, so we have the spider and the snake. So as you can see, here's Eve with the apple, the snake in the background, the serpentine path to power. So that's about sometimes, the way to gain control of a situation is sometimes it's to do things, be a little bit sneaky and find a way through things, even if it's not 100% that's the proper way to do things, or that's the most positive, good-natured way to do things. Needing to find your power, these new connections, I feel, for some of you, because it feels as though there's some sort of trap that's been laid for you here, Pisces, and in order to escape that and cast off into a brand new web, there may be a little bit of sneaky behavior needing to happen, a little bit of finding your own route instead of facing things head on. Because the snake will sort of slither around an obstacle rather than going straight over it, and then with that, Eve and the apple kind of thing. It's like, yeah, she did the wrong thing, right? But, you know, that's commonly, like, it's a common storyline, that, you know, Eve ate the apple even though she wasn't supposed to, but, you know, it was the tree of knowledge, and that was the only way she was going to know and you know, have this knowledge. You know, there's a lot of stories actually about that. You know, as someone who is invested in learning more than just one specific religious type archetype, you know, there are actually quite a few renditions of that storyline. So, you know, you may have heard a different one as well, because that's what I'm picking up here. I'm picking up some of the alternate storylines as to, you know, compared to what is written in the Christian Bible. Okay, so I'm hearing some alternate ones there, and it's about, you know, sometimes, you know, it's worth having the knowledge. It's worth you know, the risk is worth having the knowledge, kind of thing. But clarifying this message for Pisces, please. This does feel like a very sort of, it's hard to explain the energy here, Pisces. There's definitely some stuff going on for you. I just want to clarify here. Just clarify for Pisces, the aspect for Pisces, please, that we're looking at with this energy. And advice for Pisces with this energy, please. Okay, so the aspect we're looking at here, we have the feminine energy coming through as the aspect. So seeing that we have Miss Spiderweb and then the Snake Princess, we're seeing your energy, Pisces, as the feminine energy in this reading, regardless of gender. Okay, so I do feel as though for a lot of you, it's just the way that you are perceiving things, the way that you are feeling about things here. For some of you, it is specifically to do with social connections, a friendship group, those sorts of things. But for others of you, it's more about, it's not so much about the people in those groups, it's about you and your connection, and the way that you connect to those groups or to those people here. Okay, because we do see some sudden unexpected changes occurring here. We have the Scythe, so that's heading straight into that coffin energy. So we do see some things, pardon me, like suddenly changing and ending, you know, needing to close the lid on certain aspects within, you know, these relationships or the way that you are connecting to these relationships here, because, you know, we do see that coffin energy, it is a transformation. Okay, it's an ending that brings about a new beginning. So we're, you know, suddenly breaking free from, you know, these alliances that may not be serving you anymore, these webs. Like I said, you're casting out a brand new web, you're feeling a little bit trapped within the current webbing, needing to branch out a little bit and cast your net a little bit wider here. You know, maybe needing to be a little bit sneaky about that, because of, you know, just, it's not sneaky, it's like, just, you know, the snake, it's an interesting energy, because the snake, at the end of the day, it's a power energy. It's a, you know, you're following your true desires, and, you know, you where there's actually passion for these connections. You know, so sometimes it may leave others feeling as though you've been a little bit sneaky, or you've betrayed them in some way by casting your net wider. But, you know, at the end of the day, the snake looks out for itself first. You know, it's a creature, it's an animal that, you know, if we didn't, they wouldn't survive, you know. So it's just feeling a little bit trapped, I feel, for a lot of you, by some sort of social grouping that you're finding yourself in here, and wanting to cast your net a little bit wider, because, you know, I just feel as though you're trying to avoid trouble, you know, for a lot of you here. That coffin energy, you know, like I said, it does lead to transformative energy, and it's transforming your emotional self here. We have the moon as well, so it helps transform the emotional aspects, the way that you feel. It's just feeling like it's the way that these connections settle down within you. You're feeling a lot more connected to new groupings rather than older groupings that they're just not really doing it for you at the moment, Pisces, and maybe that's why you're being a little bit this snake princess energy, because maybe it's not an ending as in a clear cut. Maybe it's an ending in the sense of, I just need some time away from these groupings that are leaving me, feeling a little bit trapped in those, and follow my intuitive self that's telling me I need to branch out a little bit here and find a space for myself within some new connections. And it's just a lot of you. It is just the way that you're connecting to people and to yourself through those connections. So it's very interesting. But the advice we have for you here, Pisces, we have the cross and the rider. So have faith. Have faith that this is going to, bring about some more positive forward movement for you. It is going to bring good news to your doorstep. It's kind of just like a reinvigorating your energy, looking at things in different ways, releasing the burdens from relationships or connections you've felt a little bit trapped into, maybe because you've just been involved in that person's life for a very long time, but it's just not really suiting you at this current moment. You're just needing to cast your net out, and maintain new connections. Find your own way. I kind of feel here, Pisces. Just it's something about you has been transforming, and when we do transform, we do need people on the same wavelength. So that's kind of what it feels like, is there's just some stuff from the past, that connections that are just no longer connecting on the right wavelength for where you're at currently. That's not saying that they're not going to again in the future, but right now, just not your little web. You're going to cast your net and find a new web. So I just really intrigued by the fact that we are seeing this spider and the snake. So coming up to Halloween, it does feel as though for a lot of you, this may actually take that little bit extra than, it is a weekly reading, but I do feel as though this is kind of carrying through over Halloween here, with both of those energies coming through for you. But looking at love for you, Pisces, we are going to start off by seeing if there is any significant timings that are wanting to make themselves known for you. Pisces, what does Pisces need to know in regard to love and romance? Love and romance. Significant moments for Pisces with love and romance, please. Okay, Pisces. I have drawn 3 timing cards here, but 2 of those are wanting to be very mysterious. The first one, it's in the future. It's in the future. Once again, your advice was have faith. Have faith in love as well, Pisces. There is news on the way, I feel, for some of you in regard to love, but patience. It's not time yet. It's in the future, but patience. It's not quite time yet. And then I do have this other time frame here, which is next week looks promising. So there is something about next week that I feel like that's more to do with you, yourself, and platonic love. Love for self and love, platonic love, rather than romantic love. This romantic love is not really wanting to talk about specific times of interest for you here, Pisces. But next week looks promising. I feel as though for a lot of you, there's just going to be something happening next week that's just, it's like cluing you in a little bit to where you really want to go here with love. So we'll clarify both of those energies here. Clarifying love and romance for our Pisces. In the future, patience. Patience and in the future for Pisces, please. Yeah, so that one's clarifying as within the next few weeks, the situation will improve. So that's obviously why we're seeing next week looks promising as well. Even though I was clarifying those others, that one is referencing within the next few weeks, the situation will improve. So, there is something happening. I feel like this is within, once again, that time frame of between sort of now and just 1 or 2 days after Halloween. It's feeling as though just some things sort of clicking over, making a bit more sense to you here, Pisces. Clarifying next week for Pisces, please. Love and romance for Pisces. Clarifying next week. Yeah, we're getting, it's up to you, and don't stop. Don't stop believing. It's up to you, Pisces. So once again, yes, next week looks promising because it's up to you. That's when you're going to maybe have a clearer understanding of actions that you're needing to take with romantic love, with specific connections, those sorts of things. Don't stop. Don't hold back. I want to add to that. Don't hold back, Pisces. The time, when you'll know when the time is right, I'm getting, and that will be the time for you to take action here. You're going to have a few things sort of going on, sort of, it's just like a few things just sinking into place and making sense, and clicking into place for you, and then you'll kind of know exactly what to do yourself, I feel here, Pisces. But that's what we have for you today. You're more than welcome to check out your other placements, of course. Subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you all again soon.